Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Before we begin, a disclaimer. This is not an official Mitel training, and this tutorial does not replace an actual Mitel training. This tutorial is not responsible for any damage that you may do to yourself or your equipment due to what is contained in this tutorial. Now we can move on. Today's tutorial is about setting up a Mitel 5624 Wi-Fi phone and connect it to an existing Wi-Fi so that it can connect to the Mitel controller and start communicating on the platform. It's a two-part series. The first part is to do with setup and the second part is to do with troubleshooting. So make sure to like and subscribe so that when I post the second edition, which is on troubleshooting, you'll be able to get it. So please subscribe so that you don't miss out that one. Showing on your screen right now is a Mitel 5624 Wi-Fi phone. That is the one that we will be using in this tutorial. Notice that to configure this phone, you will need a programmer, which is also shown on the screen now. Notice that the programmer has a USB connection at the end. That is the part that you connect to your PC and then open up a software that you will use to communicate with the 5624. Now let us start by unpacking the phone from the box and switching it on for the first time. On powering on, the phone will start to search for some existing Wi-Fi networks. It is not going to find any. Then let's stop here and start configuring it. Let us start by installing the WinPDM bundle, which is the software that we will use to communicate to the 5624 Wi-Fi phone via the programmer. Now that our WinPDM is open, I've switched off my phone in the background. You can see that. Then I'm going to cradle my phone on the WinPDM programmer. Once I cradle the phone, you see this screen has popped up. Welcome to Found Device Wizard. Then it gives me some options associated with the number, edit parameters on this device. Let me just delete this one. Then I'm going to add new number. Okay, let us go to the controller. Okay, now we set up our 5624 on the controller. We go to add a new device. It is a 5624. We select that one. Our number is going to be 8080. Then we go to the SIP password. We say 8080. This is just so that it is unique. The extension number becomes the password number, but the password can just be pretty much anything that you want. Then we set our interconnect to 1. Then we save. Then we log out. And we go back to our WinPDM. Now we want to create a single number, which is going to be our 8080. Then we say OK. Then we edit parameters. The first thing that we do is go to network. Then we configure network A. The parameters that we are going to set up in here are our Wi-Fi parameters, and since we are using the Wi-Fi sysid lab rate, we are going to confirm what parameters it is using so that we enter them here. Let's go ahead and check. So this is what we are going to use. Our sysid is going to be lab rate. Our security type is going to be WPA2. Our encryption type is going to be AES, and our network security key, which is the passphrase, is going to be lab 2019. It's case sensitive. It has to be exactly as how the Wi-Fi displays it. The next thing of interest after the network name is the sysid, which also is case sensitive. Security mode, if you don't need to authenticate to join the network, then the network is open, and on the security mode you should leave on open. But in our case, we said we are going to use WA2, which is this one, so we choose that one. Now it is asking us for the passphrase, and our passphrase, I'm going to enter it now. That's our passphrase. let's leave it on world mode and we test. Otherwise we'll need to put it on the ETSI if it doesn't connect, but that's going to depend on how it reacts when we are testing. Okay, let's put on ETSI for now. Then the next thing that we are going to set is our device. Of interest here is our user display text, which is what we are going to see on our screen when our phone is switched off. If we want it to probably to say this is the security desk phone, we write security display there so that we can be able, when we have two similar phones sitting next to each other, we can just be able to tell from the label which phone belongs to who. So I'm just going to write this one as lab test phone. Let's, let's just read the help here. User display text, for example, a name is shown in the display in idle mode main view instead of the endpoint ID. If this parameter is left empty, the endpoint ID is shown, which means the extension number will show. Then the next thing of interest is the user display number. If it is desired to change the handset number in display in the idle mode, this parameter can be used. User display number is shown in the display in idle mode instead of the endpoint number if this parameter is left empty. Okay, so here let's just go ahead and put our extension number here. Then the last thing of importance that we want to look at is the VoIP. Then we will leave everything else on default. We go to SIP. We go to SIP proxy, primary SIP proxy, and we put our PABX, our microcontroller IP address here. Then SIP proxy ID. We put our password, which we also said it is 8080 here. Then we say OK. Now we are going to associate with the device. And this is our device is this one. At this point, I'm just looking at the phone and I'm just restarting the phone. And the phone is switched back on. It is searching. Now the phone has come back up. It is saying 8080. It is showing lab test phone like we entered there, but it is saying no network. Now the phone is displaying no network, so which means we have to come back here and retune a few things. So because it can't see the network, we have to play around with the channels. So I'll just go to all channels and say okay, and then associate with the device. And the phone has come up now. You can see the network. The phone has come back up now. Let me see if I can, let me try to adjust the camera for a good shot. Okay, I'll call it. As you can see, it is picked the call now, and we can end. Let me try to call another extension. It's actually calling another phone. Let me put it on loud this side. You can hear that. So that is all. Our setup is done and complete. Good job. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and watch out for the troubleshooting video. Thank you once more.